Time for that comeback as we now go into our next game. All right, Katowice, let's make some noise. Down here in the bottom left from Korea, he is Maru. His opponent in the upper right in the blue from China, he is Olivera.
That Raven takes quite a bit of damage. Olivera unsieging, deciding to go forward. He throws down the auto turrets. I don't know if this is going to end up working, but he does go forward. Maru pulling his SCVs, going forward with those Marines immediately. And will Olivera actually be able to hold this position?
Yeah, the target firing there from Maru was just too good. He realized what's happening with the auto turrets and just target fired over the top. But you know what? These tanks are starting to get a little bit lower here, Artosis.
Yeah, Olivera landing those Vikings down. They do deal a lot of damage to siege tanks, but somehow Maru keeps 3 tanks at very low health alive. That is a net win to Maru, I would say.
It looks like Maru's going to come around here and try to hit over here at the third. He's going to stim in now. I see 3 siege tanks here for Olivera.
Let's see what Maru can get done. He targets one of them down immediately. Oh my gosh, stimming forward here. He gets another one. He will have to pull back the rest of his Marines here. A lot of them end up dying. Olivera going with a counterattack towards that third base. Maru sees it coming and he lifts off. He's trying to run out, but a lot of SCVs going down.
He's taken out so many. He's now going to try to fight those Marines, and he does manage to take them out as well. A big interruption here for the income of Maru.
Oh, Maru comes down with his SCVs to fight with some Marines as well. Vikings pushing back the medevac, but loses quite a few SCVs. He does drop down below Olivera's economy for now.
There is a blind spot for both players here in the middle of the map. It looks like Olivera may end up having an encounter here with Maru, stimming and coming in, but a flank over here on the side from Maru. Reinforcements for Olivera coming down the ramp.
Now Olivera stimming up. He has a ton of Marines here, and in fact, he will start to beat the Marines, but the siege tanks adding so much firepower here. Olivera loses a lot of Marines, but so does Maru.
Quite the exchange there. Maru decides to go back and lick his wounds. Trying to come up and hit this base over here right now.
That's really scary. That's a huge army from Maru. He is up in army supply by about 20 right now. And Olivera has a little group of Marines to the sides. That is not going to be too useful in this fight right now.
Yeah, he's not. Oh, I see what he's doing. He's going to unsiege these tanks over here. He's going to go around up onto the high ground and start to shell this base. Now we can see these Marines over here in the picture-in-picture. They do take out this command center.
Yeah, but Maru is shelling a lot over here as well. Olivera, though, clearing those tanks with a double medevac drop. Very well done on defense. And suddenly, the game looks pretty even.
Maru with a big attack over here. The tank is gunned down immediately. Is he going to try to shove in? No, he backs up and relocates, suffering very little losses.
I love these moves that we're seeing from Maru. He's actually starting to spend some of his Marine force. He's sending them in on these little missions that he knows that they're going to get destroyed during. And that's allowing him to tech towards the end game. You can see now a lot of starports are up. He's making a lot of Ravens. He's getting more Vikings. He's adding more starports because these, as the game gets longer, become more and more important.
Okay, he scans over here. And this is going to be a hard position to push into, Artosis. He does gun down the first Viking.
We have some great armor shreds going down. The Vikings going to town on each other. But right now, Olivera does have more. Bringing forward those very important Liberators we were talking about. He's going to force some of these tanks to unsiege and move back.
Yeah, between the tanks and the Liberators, he can start to leapfrog forward here and try to crack open this position from Maru. We're seeing a lot of tanks get gunned down, Artosis.
We really are. The Liberators so great at breaking these positions. Still, he has to keep more Vikings. The Viking count very close on both sides. Maru trying to hold on right now as Olivera tries to push forward, kills another tank with the Liberators, going after another one as well.
The tanks continue to come down. It seems to be working. I think Maru's going to lose his base. More Marines come in here, and they stem to break in.
Oh, he's going to be able to pick that off so quickly. An armor strike goes down on his Marines, but he continues to fight, chasing Maru back. So he's lost control of these two bases. That's very painful, but he's still got a lot of supply. He's got a lot of SCVs. He's got a big army. He still has a chance in this game.
Maru's going to try to come down and engage with this army that's over here. A big pickup. He's going to go into the main. He's going to dive on the infrastructure. Meanwhile, Maru does get the disables in, inches in with the tanks, and starts to pick off the position Olliveira has.
Oh, I love this drop from Olliveira, though. Nothing in here for Maru. He does bring up a couple siege tanks, but a lot of his reactors getting picked off, and then Olliveira gets out of the area. He's just hurting the production of Maru.
A big push here in the middle of the map. Maru trying to fight back. I don't see very Marines to defend. I think Maru might be able to break into this position.
You might be right about that. Oh, but it looks like Olliveira coming back at the side with his army. Gets a great armor shred off. And here we go. Disables on all these tanks. Maru breaking through.
He's coming through. He's just destroying this position right on top of these starports. Another siege tank comes up. Maru's going to have to try to move his tanks in a little bit further, but if he missteps, Olliveira can dive in and take those all out.
That's right. Look at these Vikings of Olliveira. He's trying to fight right now, and in fact, he does have more Vikings. The armor shred goes down, but I don't know that that will be enough. I think he's going to win this air battle, and Maru may have to flee once again.
Yeah, I think even with the weakened Vikings, you just have too many. It's just a game of math right now. And without those Vikings, it's very hard to spot for your own tanks.
Not just that, as soon as he won the Viking battle, 4 more Liberators. He's going to use those to push those tanks back. But in the meantime, Maru rotating his army to the side will kill off another base.
He tries to come in and dive on that tank, but there's too many Marines. He might be able to protect it. More tanks coming up right now here for Olliveira.
Oh, some great disables go down. Picks off a couple more siege tanks as well. The Liberators come forward, but Maru so quick with his unsiege, backing up. And now he's going to do to Olliveira what Olliveira did to him. He can pick off even more bases.
Yeah, I mean, there's just so much of the map that Olliveira has right now.
He actually didn't know that base was taken, Tasos. He could have killed that.
Olliveira is going to go for a counterattack here. You know, when you're ahead in bases, sometimes the counterattack with everything can be a little bit stronger because the person who's doing the initial attack just has more locations they have to try to wipe out.
Yeah, that does occur. Oh, a quick pickoff right there from Olliveira. He's doing a massive counterattack. He's going to Maru's main base.
He's going to go in here and kill all the factories and barracks.
This is really bad news for Maru as these tanks come up for Olliveira. He sets up some beautiful Liberators as well, saying, no, you can't siege there. Maru has to walk all the way around, but is this breakable?
He has all the tanks disabled here. The Marines are going to come down and fight. They're all going to get thinned out. And now the tanks get destroyed in an insane moment.
That is perhaps the best break I have ever seen from an invincible position. Maru making some magic, keeping himself in the game, but just barely so.
Now Maru's supply is way down right now.
A lot of back and forth with these expansions. The Liberators being used for some harassment as well. Maru is going to clean that up. And Maru is really focusing very, very heavily on this Raven production. His Raven spellcasting is going to be so key both in defense and in breaking other locations.
Olliveira.
Hold on, those tanks, they went the wrong way, and Olliveira instantly jumps on them.
Oh my God, they're trying to get back, but they can't, and so many are picked off. Siege mode is up. Does he have enough? Medevac's covering most of this fight.
It's hard to say even what's going on here, but Olliveira takes it. Olliveira is the world champion.
Katovitse, give it up for Olliveira. He is your Intel Extreme Masters World